Thank you, Mr Speaker. And can I associate myself with the Shadow Leader's comments about Brianna Guy and her remarkable parents? Mr Speaker, last week I asked the Leader about the cost of the Tories' secret and highly sensitive State of the Union report to Cabinet. Hansard records that not one word of her answer reflected my question, not one syllable. Instead, she read out to the chamber a video script, in fact, about bingo and a joke about monkeys. The week before, I asked the Leader about the Electoral Commission's concerns over Tory voter ID plans. Again, not one word in Hansard about Tory voter ID, not a peep. Instead, she read her prepared script attacking the SNP. In fact, Hansard reveals that week after week, not only do my questions go unanswered, they're completely ignored. And week after week, we get a clickbait video for her personal YouTube channel. Surely, behaviour that demeans her office and disrespects this House. She's here to answer questions from members. So I returned to that State of the Union report in July 2020 to Cabinet with its aim of undermining the Scottish Government and the Scottish independence cause, a Tory top priority at the height of the pandemic, apparently. It came to light last week, and no wonder her government wanted to keep it under wraps. It contains more grim news for any remaining supporters of the Union. So my questions again, how much did it cost taxpayers and what was its purpose? What strategy was it asking the Cabinet to endorse? Do the Union Strategy and Operations Committees still exist? And while she's at it, I'd be really pleased to know the details of the team of highly professional attack dogs, as described by one journalist, who were employed at around that time in an attempt to counter independent support. Now, unlike the Prime Minister, I'm not a betting woman, Mr Speaker, but I would wager a £1,000 bet I wouldn't get answers to those today either. So I will be writing to the Leader with all the questions she's ignored, just this year for starters. My question today, though, really just needs a simple yes or no. And then I challenge her to sit back down and resist the video script, and it is this. Will she, at the very least, attempt to find answers to my questions when she receives them in writing, as she refuses to here? And can we have a debate on the role and function of the Leader of the House?
Leader.
Well, you can have a debate on the role and function of the Leader of the House every Thursday at approximately 10:30. And I hope that it is colleagues' experience that when they ask me questions, I either furnish them with answers if it is about the business of the House, or I follow up with departments and write to them. I'm afraid that, as Hansard will show, the Honourable Lady's questions to me and to various departments are sometimes hard to fathom. She asks me about a particular piece of polling, and I can certainly write to the Cabinet Office. She may, as she indicates, kindly save me the trouble, and I will just send her letter to the Cabinet Office for them to respond to the Honourable Lady. But it does come in a week when the Scottish Government's own costs on polling have been exposed. I hope that honourable members would disagree with the Honourable Lady's assessment that I demean my office, although it is high praise indeed from the Scottish National Party. I think my party has some way to go before we reach 22 live police investigations. Whilst it may be true that if you live in a Labour area, you are 40% more likely to be a victim of crime, I think if you're an SNP politician, you're probably 40% more likely to be investigated for one.